it's Brian, the Pittsburgh comic expert. This is Convention Hall Part 2 for Three Rivers Comicon. Starting off with some of the stuff that, just kind of picked up while I was there. Valiant Entertainment was there, Valiant Comics, and they were giving out free comic books, so I figured I'd give that one a shot since they were giving it out for free. Why not read it? And the guy asked me if I was into Valiant, and I told him I was into it in the 90s, and he suggested, I wanted to know what title, and I told him Shadow Man. So he pointed me to the new Shadow Man, and I ended up picking up the trade of that from their table, and Justin Jordan actually signed it for me. So that was $10, which is, I think that's cover price. I don't really care. I thought it was cool that they were actually in the house. So these were $1 to $2 a piece. Picked up Shadow Man Volume 1, Number 2. Conan the Legend Number 0, second print. Cover's great, better than the first one. Got Conan Number 1, third print. Number 1, second print. That's the J. Scott Campbell cover. I really want to get into Conan, and I'm told the Dark Horse one is the best, as well as some of the magazine sized, which I have a couple of those. I did find a copy of Conan Number 1, and I did have Joseph Michael Linsner sign that one for me. This was in a dollar box, and it's really not in awful shape, but it's not in mint condition either. It's got some chipping. The Marvel series of Conan the Barbarian Number 3, as you can see, it's got some issues up there. I mean, it's got the grease pencil here, but overall, it's not awful. Hit the Green Lantern again. Ended up getting, this one was actually a little bit more money. This was like $5. The Green Lantern Number 47. I think it's the first time they're back together, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, since the Neil Adams ones, or since that volume anyway. It was that volume 2. Then, like I said, still, I've been hitting Darryl Banks' Green Lantern really hard lately. So I went and bought these, and I went back to him, and he did sign them. So I ended up picking up number 63, the Parallax View Part 1, number 64, Parallax View Part 2, and I picked up the other cover for 100 that I showed in the first video. I actually had the Hal Jordan cover, and that's the Kyle Rayner cover, and there's also a third cover, but I didn't pick that one up. And then I picked up the Green Arrow Green Lantern Number 110. That's actually Connor Hawke, and that is a cover swipe of the John Stewart first appearance. The Neil Adams cover, it actually has a little thing that says after Neil Adams. So still sticking with Linsner. He had these at his table. So I, bought one. It's $5 signed. Pretty cool there. I ended up finding another one of these for $1. I did not take it back to Don Simpson and have him sign it, though. I just figured I'd be all right having a raw copy, an unsigned copy, as well as a signed one. So that was $1. And then from Don Simpson's table, I bought this, and I've been looking for this for a while. This was his latest title, War of the Independents. Basically the Megaton Man versus the Tick, as well as some of the other independent titles. Was it Flaming Carrot, Cerebus, the Aardvark, that's Bone, Phone Bone, Felix Cat, just the ones that I can point out. So I'm actually looking forward to reading that, and he did sign it and personalize it for me. Like I said, he was a super cool guy, Don Simpson was. I did not get this signed by John Russo, but he was there. But I found this for $3. Night of Living Dead Number 1. That's the first comic appearance of Night of Living Dead. That's from, who's that publisher? Fantico. John Russo, who is the writer and co-creator of Night of the Living Dead, he wanted $20 for an autograph, and I can't see it. You know what I mean? I know, John, you got to pay for your table, but tables there are pretty cheap. They were only charging, I think, $100 for the weekend, if that. So, yeah, don't be charging me $20 to sign something that you probably didn't have a part in. And I've met him before. I've interviewed him before for Ravenous Monster, and he's a curmudgeon. I mean, he's just miserable. He feels like he was wronged from the Night of the Living Dead stuff, his Return of the Living Dead script and everything. I mean, check it out. If you guys are into it, check out ravenousmonster.com and just look up John Russo, and you'll see that I interviewed him. Of course, you'll see my real name there, but yeah, you'll see that I interviewed him. And if you just want to read it, if you're in Night of the Living Dead, you'll see that he's just not a happy guy. All right, so I've been looking for this. I love the Epic stuff, and I found this for $1. Hell, I mean, they had the whole run, and I was like, man, I don't really want to be walking. I already had a backpack full of books, and I was thinking if I go back today, maybe I'll pick them up, but probably not. So I did pick up Hellraiser #1. I do believe that is the first appearance of Pinhead in comic book form, and that's from Marvel's imprint back in the day of Epic. So now on to the best books of the day. And there's this one seller, and he's from Cleveland, and he was a super cool guy. Was having this huge sale, and he had 4 boxes that were 50% off the sticker price, and then he had 4 bunch of silver, gold, and bronze DC that he was selling for 30% off. So in the 50% off boxes, now you guys all know I'm into dead artists. So in the 50% off boxes, I found Devil Dinosaur #1. That's Jack Kirby. That ended up being $5, and that's a pretty nice copy. Thank you, Kyle, for pointing out Weird Mystery Tales. This one has some issues here along the spine, but I found this for $5. Weird Mystery Tales #1. Also Jack Kirby. Now, these two were in the 30% box. So let me show you the first one. Price tag says $18, but I got it for about $12. So I just recently missed out on this on eBay for $20, and I can't say that I'm sad that I did. But I don't know, this one looks like, I think $12 is probably the right price. So here we go. Shazam #1, original Captain Marvel. That's his first appearance since the Golden Age. And we've got a bend, got a little hole right here. I didn't actually open this one and inspect the inside of it. I think I was too smitten from the purchase that I'm about to show you. Seems like that hole is only, you know, it's like a dent. I mean, it kind of goes through the book a little bit, but you can barely see it. I mean, for the price, I mean, I'm not going to turn down Shazam for $12. You know, #1, especially since I know the movie is a ways out, but look at that, centerfold is in great shape. Staples are together. So yeah, I wasn't going to turn that away. So Shazam #1, $12. Happy about that. Now here is the steal of the convention. And whenever I saw this priced at what it was, I couldn't believe it. So last one, I'm going to build up a little excitement here. So this was, in fact, just, I couldn't believe how much this guy was charging for this book. And it deserves its own spotlight here. So I'm going to clear off the table. And I'm actually, this could be a list book, although I didn't have it on my list, but I'm thinking about swapping it out just because of how cool it was. Are we ready? So the price tag on this is $40. He had 30% off, so I ended up paying $28 for this. Are we ready? Moment of suspense. Oh, maybe I'll turn it this way. Ready? Ready? Boom. Wow. I have gotten incredibly lucky with this one. Yeah, the book has some issues, but there's no water damage. The staples aren't rusty. The pages are intact. The cover's just got some flecks on the cover. $28 though. First reverse flash. What a better way to close out how I said I was going to kind of take a break from collecting for a couple months. What a better way to close it out than to get this key of a book for under $100, let alone under $40. So that is it. I did not have any key big books in mind when I went to this convention. I thought I was going to fill in my Walking Dead run. Turns out Walking Dead, everybody had it marked up skyrocket, just through the roof. Even the most current issues, people were asking 10 an issue. Bullshit. You know? And I just stumbled across this. I saw this box of 30% off DC Silver Age. I started flipping through. I could not believe my eyes when I found this. So, very lucky. There's PGH Jr. And what a great way to close out or start or go into a 2-month buy of collecting. So that's my haul. Thank you guys. Looking forward to the comments.